You're lucky to be here. It's too hot outside to watch them running up and down the pavement. And we're very fortunate. I see we have a lot of photographers. That's good, because usually I had, Nikolai Davidenko yesterday. Nobody wanted his picture. But they certainly want the picture. Cara and Liezel. Huber and Black is like gin and...
bread and butter. Like bread and butter.
Oh, like bread and butter. As soon as I like bread and butter. Okay, but that's pretty tame. I was going to say like gin and vermouth. Or much better. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. They are the #1 doubles team in this great big world. Is that something? How long have you two been playing together?
I'd say probably 2 years in total. Yeah. So not consistently. We played on half of 2005 and then unfortunately Liezel hurt me, and then we've been playing about a year and a half consistently now.
Year and a half, I hope you stay together because you're very good. What got you two together?
I think just both of us being from Africa and us knowing each other and just knowing that our game complement each other, and we're kind of friends, and we said, well, let's give it a try. And when we started out, we did awful. And after about 4 tournaments, we said maybe we shouldn't continue, and we said let's try this one more time. And then we happened to make the final of that event, and then, of course, we had great results. And
what event was that?
It was the Berlin tournament in 2005. We had lost the previous one, first round, and then we made a final there, and then we won Rome final, and the French won Wimbledon, and then we just did great.
It's interesting that you said you're both from Africa because you came out of South Africa, and you're U.S. citizens, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm African American.
African American, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the greatest days was last year on the 25th of July. I became American. I've been a resident here for a long time and living in the States for 16 years, and this is home. And I'm very fortunate, and I hope to play Fed Cup and Olympics this year for a great country.
Well, we are very glad to have you, Liezel, aren't we? I've seen the backyard where this kid grew up in Harare, Zimbabwe. Her father he was a teaching pro and a very good player. And he had set up some grass courts behind their house, and the kids, she and her brothers, would play barefoot. What a way to grow up. What was that like with your brother? Did they try to kick you off the court?
Yeah, they were pretty mean to me. They never really hit with me or anything, but we used to practice barefoot like up until I was like 13 or 14. I can't believe we did that actually. It was pretty, when I go back now and I try and play, it's pretty sore on the feet, especially when we're wearing shoes all the time, but I guess as kids you're quite tough and rough, so we had an amazing childhood. Luckily my dad had those sports so we could just roll out of bed and go and practice, and it was a great childhood.
Well, that was one thing. I played on those courts barefoot in 2000. I thought it was marvelous. But what you need, of course, is another Zimbabwean so you can have a Federation Cup team. Is there any chance?
That would be nice. There's 2 girls actually who are playing there at the University of Tennessee, I think, and they're doing quite well. So hopefully, we're up and coming. But at the moment, it would be nice to have someone play Olympics with. I tried to persuade Liezel to become Zimbabwean, but she didn't really want to do that. So, so I'll be playing singles actually.
In the Olympics for Zimbabwe. That's great. Because your brothers, Byron and Wayne, were the Zimbabwean Davis Cup team, and they very nearly beat the United States. It was a 3-2 score in 2000 in Harare. And that was really thrilling because you had a wonderful cheering squad for your team. And
so what do you say to each other before the point when you're back?
What do you say to each other before the point? Do you say something to each other?
When you see all these signals.
Well, it's a little secret, you're going to tell somebody else and they might play against us. No, when we now have this thing called on-court coaching, so I'll take you a step back. When our coach comes out there, he doesn't really specify to us what game we have to play. It's more what attitude we have to have. Because our games are okay, but oftentimes it's just our attitude. Maybe we'll get a little bit uptight, or we get nervous, or we don't go for our shots. So it's never really that specific. But when we are playing with each other, and Cara and I'm just about to return, I'll mostly just tell her where the location is and what her job is the next shot, and vice versa when she's about to return. So sometimes it's like, I'm going cross court, you go on the first one, or fade, you know, but we have a plan regardless every time, because it's better having a plan than nothing.
Well, that's right. You better develop a few plans here in your doubles game. I've wondered, Cara, everybody seems to be touching fists after every point or something like that. Is that because you want to make sure your partner hasn't left, or?
No, it's just a form of encouragement, I think, for each other, and just, because it is a team game, you know, that's just, I think it's just developed over the years. Not everyone used to do it, but now everyone does it,
Everyone does it. You get lonely, I guess. Any more questions for Liezel and Cara? Yes, please.
What kind of plan do you have while we play the Williams?
What's the plan against the sisters Sledgehammer?
Well, you know, we're lucky enough that they're not playing so much right now. And when they do,
That's the best plan,
and when they do play, they haven't made it through all the way, or they've been knocked out, or they pull out beforehand because they're still in the singles. So as of right now, we haven't had to play them. No.
It's a brighter world without the Williams sisters.
I think we'll just be extra ready
Well, it may be they're a teammate, because they're not much a teammate. They're just hitting the ball hard, pretty hard. But your teammate may overcome it. Anyone else?
Now, if we can get them to play, the Fed Cup, I'd be very nice to them.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Who's got the toughest serve on the Williams?
Who has the toughest serve in women's tennis?
You know, I think it definitely has to be the Williams sisters. You know, we are watching Serena playing here. You know, she's down a break point. She comes out there and just hits an ace. You know, who in the game can just go out there and be down a break point and beat that to that?
Pretty tough. Pretty tough. Thank you. Agree with that?
My character, I think, also
Big Mama's coming back. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Liezel.